Hello everyone, it's me again, your host, Chef James MacInnis, and you're here on my channel. And we're going to be doing another review of a Chinese chef. Not a review per se, more of a reaction. We're here on Chef Wang's channel. I saw that he had two channels. One was Chef Wang International, where everything was English dubbed. There hadn't been a new post in about a year. And then I found his, we're going to call it the more authentic Chinese version of his channel that has constant uploads. I was kind of going through, and the title of this really caught me. Chef Wang teaches you ba sai egg, deep fried egg in hot toffee. So there's a whole lot to unpack there. I don't understand what's going on, because when I think of toffee, I think of sticky toffee pudding or toffee candies you eat in your mouth. When I think toffee, it is caramel, but made with brown sugar as opposed to white sugar. So brown sugar melted in a frying pan with, or a pot with cream and butter and maybe a little vanilla. And you have toffee. I'm not sure how that turns into a deep fried egg dish, and I'm very eager to find this out. If you're watching this before we hit 2,000 subscribers, you need to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Since we've started this deep dive into Indian and now spoiling over to other countries in Asia, I've just noticed an explosion in my comments, subscribers, and views. And what I'm going to do for the first one, we're just going to focus on the Indian videos for the first time we do this. I want to pick 4 of them, put them in a poll on my community page, and you'll get to pick which video I cook at home. Moving forward, I'd like to make this a monthly feature. We'll open it up to everything that I react to over the month. Not everything, like I won't give you 8 or 9 choices. I'll pick something from everywhere.
分一道甜品，拔丝鸡蛋。首先，我们准备鸡蛋4个打入碗中，用筷子搅拌均匀备用。搅拌的时候必须朝着一个方向，充分打进空气即可。下一步开始调制配料，碗中加入玉米淀粉90克，加入面粉6克，加入食用盐1.5克。
Okay, so he's going incredibly fast. I see why his videos are only about 3-4 minutes long. Oh. If I were cooking along with this at home, I would definitely be pausing, writing stuff down, pausing. And that's fine, that's fine. It gets a lot of information out in a short time. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's a dessert. So that's starting to make a little more sense here.
加入清水80克，然后搅拌均匀。淀粉拌匀之后再倒入蛋液中。 再次顺着一个方向搅拌均匀。下一步开始准备摊蛋皮。平底锅烧热之后刷上适量的底油，然后加入适量的蛋液，转小火把蛋皮煎熟即可。蛋皮煎熟之后取出放在案板上面，再以同样的方式摊另外一张蛋皮。
Okay, so he's making crepes out of this. That's interesting. So it's gonna be like some kind of toffee crepe. Okay.
摊蛋皮的时候需要小火。 否则蛋皮中间容易起泡。最后把2张煎熟的蛋皮重叠在一起。下一步开始准备处理蛋皮。准备一个干净的瓶盖，沾上适量的蛋液，然后直接印出一个圆蛋皮。蛋液是之前将蛋皮留下，无需特殊处理。用瓶盖处理蛋皮是让成品大小一致，然后均匀的取出圆形蛋皮，再把残留的蛋皮放入漏勺中。下一步开始制作。首先我们把锅烧热。锅烧热。
Okay, so it looks like he's cut those the crepe. So is he using? Because they took the, so we'll call it the skeleton left after he pulled out all the little dots, and he put that of a double layer crepe. He put that into a colander. Is that what he's using for the dessert, or is he using the little ones that look about the size of macaroons in face? With a much shorter profile. If you've had this dessert before, could you let me know what it tastes like?
宽油，油温烧至120度之后，将蛋皮起锅下锅，开小火把蛋皮炸至飘起来，最终炸至金黄酥脆之后捞出，摆盘垫底，然后将准备好的半成品蘸上适量的蛋液直接下锅。此时锅中的油温应该保持在4成热以上。半成品全部下锅之后，转中火炸2分钟。
Guys, just be careful, and ladies too, be careful if you're doing something like this at home. He's got a lot of oil at 120 degrees. 120 degrees oil is very hot. I want you to remember, water only reaches 100 degrees at sea level. Water can never get hotter than, well, pure water can't get hotter than 120 degrees at sea level because it boils and changes to steam. When you salt it, you can bring the boiling point down a bit. So yeah, I guess water never gets hotter than 100 degrees Celsius at sea level. So if you've ever touched boiling hot water, you know how bad that hurts. Oil gets hotter than water because it doesn't it doesn't have the same boiling point. It has a flash point where it will smoke and burn, and it can even catch fire. And he has a considerable amount in there. I mean, the way that a wok's shaped, you don't need quite as much as you look. Just be careful when you do this. Make sure your kids are not right with you. Make sure your pets aren't in the room because this could go sideways fast.
用炒勺不停地翻动蛋皮，这一步的目的是使其均匀受热鼓包。炸至蛋皮金黄之后捞出，再用吸溜去除多余的细渣，然后把油温升至160度，再下入蛋皮复炸几秒钟。高油温的复炸可以减少成菜的油腻。最后捞出蛋皮，倒出宽油。
Okay, so he just par cooked them, brought the temperature of the oil up, and cooked them again. And the name of it is on the tip of my blanched. He blanched the eggs. We do the same thing with some, like say French fries, for example. We'll put the French fries in a cooler oil. That way they can cook all the way through, but there's no crisp to them. We let them cool off. Then we heat up the deep fryers to 350 Fahrenheit, and then we drop the fries in it again because since they're already cooked all the way through, all the starch has been cooked. We're just crisping the outside, and the temperature, once the outside gets crisped, that's put enough heat into the French fry to make the internal temperature hot enough to be what you want to eat. So that's what he did here too, because if you were to deep fry those at the temperature to give them that crisp or that color change, you would the insides wouldn't be cooked all the way through. Although it's a crepe, so it's already cooked. He cooked it once already, but I'm assuming there's got to be a reason for this. Maybe it wouldn't have the same puff. Yeah, that's got to be it. It wouldn't have that puff because that puff came from the first cook, and if you just dropped them into that hot oil, it would probably lock him into that size. This is actually very interesting.
糖，锅中直接加入白糖250克，加入白醋3克，再加入适量的清水，然后把白糖炒化，熬至香油色。待糖浆变成香油色之后，再下入蛋皮，盛起一半的糖浆淋在蛋皮上面，再轻轻的翻炒均匀即可出锅装盘。一道香甜酥脆的拔丝鸡蛋就制作完成。下面开始技术总结。第一，煎蛋皮最好用平底锅，加入少许食用油摊熟。常规炒锅会让鸡蛋中间堆积变厚。第二，调制蛋液的时候需要参考其中的配方，淀粉太少，炸出来的成品容易软化；淀粉太多，容易变得很硬。拔丝鸡蛋的技术总结完毕。
Okay, so we have a similar dessert to this in European cooking called a croquembouche, which is puff pastries. You make choux paste, little puff pastry balls, and you stack them into a big cone, and you do a caramel drizzle on it to lock them in place. So technically the title may be lost in translation, but technically the title where it says toffee is actually caramel because toffee is made with brown sugar and caramel is made with white sugar. When he dropped the white sugar into the wok at first, I thought maybe he was going to add some molasses to get you back to brown sugar. But with that just being white sugar, and that's fine. I mean, those look delicious. The caramel instead of toffee, probably a better choice being lighter. That looks delicious. If anybody's eaten that, let me know down below because I'd love to try that. I think I might try that anyways, whether I record that one or not. So, for this week, I've been Chef James. You've been you. I'm glad to see you here if you're still watching to the end, and we'll catch you next week.